Hello, everybody. This is Nisha Parveen representing Trade Promotion Council of India, and I welcome you all to this exclusive Food Frontiers episode series. Today, we have with us Mr. Chetan Patil, one of the founders and CTO at Go Self Serve. Go Self Serve offers innovative AI powered self service kiosk solutions focusing on quick service restaurants. Their cutting edge kiosk enable customers to independently browse menus, customize orders, and process payments, revolutionizing the way QSRs operate by reducing wait times and enhancing customer satisfaction. And in our discussion today, we would be delving into his journey of self service solutions, challenges, technological advancements, and future vision in shaping the future of food service technologies. Thank you, Mr. Patil, for joining us today. And we look forward to your insights on the transformative role of self service technology in QSR space.
Thank you, Nisha, for the introduction, and thanks for the opportunity. Great to have you. Thanks for having me here. Yeah.
So now, without waiting further, we can start with the discussion. With your permission, of course.
Sure. Yeah, please.
So my first question to you is, could you please share the journey of Go Self Serve? Becoming a player in the self-service solutions industry, particularly in helping QSRs in India.
Yeah. So we started with a mission statement of enhancing the customer experience within any outlets. It may be a restaurant or a showroom or a banks. With that mission statement, we have developed a digital signage solution, our first product. So when we introduced it to market, we realized that there is a huge demand for self-service technology in India. And at that time, there were no proper solution by any vendors or solution providers. So realizing that gap, as we were from a electronics background, the co-founders, we developed our own hardware, interactive hardware, and we sold thousands of displays to various. And while supplying the hardware, we realized that mm, the people are looking for a complete solution, the hardware and software combined with service attached to it. So figuring out that, we quickly started working on that, and we initially focused on building a software suite which can accommodate all the self-service features in it. So with that, 3 years back, we have launched our own self-service solution to restaurants. And so the offering earlier was like hardwares. We used to sell it outright, and software as a subscription. But later on, by listening to the customer and the customer feedbacks, we realized that the most of the restaurants can't afford the hardware with the upfront investment. So we thought, let's merge hardware and software in a subscription model, and we started offering that. So this is how our journey started in the self-service technology 3 years back, and starting with the restaurants. Yeah.
That's quite a wonderful journey. And my next question to you is, as a provider of self-service solutions, what specific services does Go Self-Serve offer to businesses in India looking to improve their operations and customer experiences?
Okay. So we have a complete self-service software suite. In that, digital signage software is there, and interactive digital signage is there, and self-service software suite is there. I'll give you an example. The digital signage you might have seen in various offices and any corporate offices or retail showrooms, the ads running on the screen. So which is centrally managed. That software we have. And when you enter into the restaurant, you see the digital menu board displaying the live menu of the restaurant. That software we have. And self-service software with easy dashboard for the restaurants that we have. All are integrated. So you imagine a physical store, whatever the customer touch points, you can digitize all the features we are bringing in the single umbrella. So let's example for a restaurant, we have a digital menu board and advertising display software and self-service, self-ordering kiosk solutions. So the same can be used for multiple sectors like retail stores, banks. The banks are using it for as a digital notice board, and retail showrooms are using it as a scan and learn. So people, when they enter into the retail store, they don't have any digital medium to get the information about the product and services, right? So using our interactive solutions, they can browse the digital catalog and get the information about the product and services. So all these comprehensive solutions we bundled and made it as a self-service software suite. Yeah.
And as you're into this field, then we would also like to discuss, what are kind of challenges that businesses in India face when basically, QSRs and restaurants, when they are kind of implementing these self-services. So, how are you actually helping, those businesses in implementing these technologies, and what kind of challenges they face?
Yeah. So even the self-service technology is old. It's a decade old. You might have seen in various McDonald's and all. So still in India, the adaptation was very poor. So because of various reasons like lack of a good hardware suppliers, because most of them are imported and don't have a service attached to it, and software solution providers only focus on a software and they don't have a hardware domain expertise. So these because of these challenges, most in India, the self-service technology was not picking up. So we realized that, and that's why we have combined all the services, like software is our own and hardware is homegrown, and we offer it in a very affordable subscription manner, so that the even a small restaurants can also try it for a few months. If it is working, they can continue, otherwise they can return, so without worrying about the initial capex. So these challenges we mitigated using combining the solutions and offering it in a subscription manner. And the second, the challenges which the people face while adopting the self-service technology are like lack of a domain expertise, or don't know how to use the self-managed self-service kiosk. So we offer our solution in a lifetime warranty. So there is no worry about the hardware and the software breakdown and all. As we treat it as a IoT device, from the back end, we manage everything. So for the restaurant, their focus is only on maintaining the restaurant, not the kiosk. That's how our approach is. And yeah.
Good to know that. And how Go self-service, is different from traditional services, in terms of affordability, efficiency, and flexibility to meet different businesses' needs.
Yeah. So in terms of affordability, we give it in a subscription manner. So there is even smaller for the small restaurant or a big chain of a restaurant. So they don't have to worry about the initial capex. So because otherwise the same hardware configuration, if you want to purchase, it will cost around more than a lakh rupees. So in our case, we offer it as in a very nominal subscription options. They can choose with a 6 month subscription or a 1 year subscription. They can try it out. If it is working good for them, they will continue. Most of our restaurants, 90%, they chose to continue. So even for our earlier adapters, still with us after 3 years also. And in terms of efficiency, so the self-service kiosk is enhancing their uh, operational efficiency, and most of our restaurant partners are seeing around 10% increase in the revenue because of the digital menu photographs in the screen. So yeah, that they see a very good value in it, and even the customers and users are also happy because most of the trend is now going towards self-service and contactless. So people want to browse themselves and explore the menu and order without the human interaction. Yeah, so these are the flexible ways the people are finding useful and adapting the self-service technology.
So, moving forward, my next question to you is, what role does Go Self-Serve see itself playing in shaping the future of self-service solutions in QSRs, and what factors are driving growth actually in these industry, in which you're working?
Okay, so we want to be an industrial leader in India. So we keep on working towards enhancing the customer experience and how to bring the operational efficiency. Our focus is that only. So with that, so now the recent we are in the sense in India we are setting a trend in the self-serve technology because we have some unique features in our solutions. So nobody in India have the sensors in the kiosk. So when you open with the lock, it will switch from the customer mode to admin mode. Those features are very crucial for a small restaurants because the people who operate the kiosk in the small restaurants are not tech savvy, so they are not educated. For them it should be very easy to use, so then only the people will adapt. So those uh, small but very impactful features we always try to adapt in our self-service kiosk. And the second thing you asked about the trends, what trends, right? Yeah, so the people, the factors, various factors like shortage of a labor and high wages and customers leaning towards the self-service and humanless interactions. So these are the some factors driving the self-service growth in India.
So, as you mentioned earlier, that you provide these services to businesses on subscription basis. So, as you
Yeah.
know, in India, DPDP bill, data protection and all those things. So, how do you make sure then there is standards in data security, and how do you ensure the compliance and regulation and standards, and what are your thoughts on recent technological advancements affecting self-service solutions?
Yeah, so we strictly adhere to the Indian IT Act, and we always look forward to safeguarding the customer information while transacting or storing or processing.
Hmm.
So, and we believe data localization. So, all our data, which is customer data or our clients' data, so we store in India. So, we have data centers in India. We partner with them, and all the kiosks are connected to our cloud using a secured transport layer, and we adapt our own VPN, virtual private networks, because these are the public displays, so if some loopholes finds, people will misuse it, and in public we have some incidents earlier that displays are playing a nuisance or unappropriated content on the screen, right? So in order to avoid that, all our kiosk we have enabled a VPN, and we use 4G network. Our own M2M SIM cards are connected to these devices. Yeah, and data security. As I said, we are strictly adhered to Indian IT Act and compliances. We regularly check periodically. We have pen testing and APT testing. We conduct it to check any vulnerabilities in terms of penetration and all. So these are the measures we follow. Yeah, strictly we follow.
That's good to know because these days consumers are very concerned about their data and how companies are using their data. So,
Yeah.
yeah, moving on. My next question, and the last question to you is, what are
Mhm.
Go's self-serve strategic objectives and aspirations for the future? And how does the company plan to innovate and stay competitive in the ever-changing market of, self-service solutions coming, in the future?
Okay, so our main objective is to be in the market leader in self-service technology. So in order to achieve that, we continuously innovate. Currently, example, in 3 years, currently we are having a version 6 of our hardware. So within a 3 years, we have changed the versions of the hardware. So based on the customer feedbacks, user feedbacks, what to adapt, what is their concerns. And recently, so next month we are launching a modular kiosk based on the customer features. So the research and development is our core, and we partner with most of the companies in India. So we believe the partnership ship is a very crucial. So as we don't provide a complete solution, we are only focusing on a self-service and digital signage sector. So, and our solutions are vertically integrated with existing softwares. We partnered with POS solution providers, ERP software solution providers, and so that will help us to go to the market with big hands. And we always focus on a scalability. Even for a small restaurants and a big restaurants, we our system is ready to accommodate. And so we always believe in a customer centric approach, so enhancing the customer experience, because that is the driving force. If the customer is not using the kiosk, then the client or a restaurant they don't adapt it. So we always think on how to enhance the customer experience. If the customer is using it, it will it will be efficient for both the restaurant and for us also. Yeah. So we focus on this and we adopt new technologies like AI based recommendations. So that will enhance the revenue, increase the revenue of the restaurants. At least by 10% we are seeing. Now our restaurant partners are seeing a 10% increase in the revenue. And that's why within a short period, we are able to achieve 100 crore GMV on these kiosk fleets. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, I do see, even myself when I go out for dine, I see, those QR codes, at the table, and then you kind of scan those and order, and there is whole menu, of the cuisines available in that particular restaurant. So yeah, a lot of people are using that. Even those, big screens where you can see the
Yeah.
menu and can select. Even now they are even customizing their cuisines. You can just order, and you do not need to interact with people. And there would be a token, and then those people would call out to you, and then you can take your order and then can eat it peacefully. So yeah, it's great, and it's wonderful to hear you, and thank you once again for accepting the invitation.
Thank you. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,